There's been a lot of talk about Jobe Watson, and he made the admission last week on Fox Footy that he had been injected with a substance that now is, it's still a little up in the air, but I think we can now start agreeing that it was a banned substance, or at least not fit for human consumption. It's still to be worked out what his responsibilities were and what the club's responsibilities were in all of this, and the investigation rolls on. When you heard about that, you have been in that situation where you've been probed and prodded and watched every little morsel that goes through your mouth. What did you think of that?
Look, I sympathise with Jobe, but definitely because, especially in that sort of team situation, and, definitely on the Australian swim team leading into 2000 Olympics, we were put on antiviral medication just to make sure we didn't get sick, or to minimise the risk at least. And, the person that I would have asked to, know whether that was 100% fine and all that sort of thing was the team. They're the people that they have the information and all that sort of deal. So if they're the ones giving it to me, you sort of think, well, they know more than me, so it should be fine. So, I do sympathise with Jobe in that regard, and it is a really awful feeling to think that people would think your intention is to cheat when hopefully, clearly it's not. So look, it's a very tricky position, and it does come down to responsibility, his versus the club's.
There's a line between doing something that is not quite kosher to give you an advantage and cheating. Is there a line between those two things, or is it all cheating?
Look, I think it has to come down to the rulings. Anything is performance enhancing. If you start sort of coming down, well, training's performance enhancing. Eating is a performance enhancing. Sleeping is performance enhancing. So there is a line, and I think the line is the rules. And he thought that he was on one side of the rules, and unfortunately, for one reason or another, bad information, it wasn't. So yeah, I think intention.
All right. Let's say an Olympic athlete wins a gold medal. And they win the gold. A year later, they say, look, I have since found out that while I was training for that, and the week before the Olympics, I took this substance and I wasn't supposed to take it. But the team doctor told me that I could have it, and yet I did. Should that gold medal go? Should it be stripped?
Well, we've seen it before. We've definitely seen it before in swimming, where even the Olympic gold medalist in the 1500 in 2008, Osama Maluli was banned because he had a sort of a pet me up pill to get him through some hard study times at his college, and he was banned for a certain time, and any sort of results were removed from that time. So we've seen it before.
Where was he given that permission by his team doctor though that he could take it? We're in a new area. We're in a new area.
No. Yeah, exactly. So look, people have made mistakes, and if it was given by a team doctor, even Samantha Riley was given a Sudafed by her coach. Same sort of thing, look, it's not an official, but in her mind it is an official because it's someone that she looks up to, and unfortunately it had something in it. So
this is not a Sudafed though, is it? And
no, it is a little bit further, but it still comes down to what your intention is, I think, and his intention was not to cheat. His intention was just to, increases the, recovery and performance and that sort of thing. So not cheating.
If the team says we'd like you to sign a consent form, you think back about those days when you were in the heat of competition. If a team said, look, we want you to take this, but we'd like you to sign this form, would that have sent alarm bells up to you?
Yeah, possibly. You definitely would be looking at it a little bit harder rather than just, sort of checking it out. But, there still is a trust factor there. And especially in something like a football team where there's a lot of heart and a lot of emotion with the team, you don't want to be starting, second guessing you're almost your family. Yeah. So, look, it's...
but your family doesn't make you sign a consent form.
Oh, mine does. No, I know what you mean, but look, it is a tough one, and there's a really solid argument on both sides, and that's why this is an issue, because we still haven't really come to the end of it yet.
Yeah. All right. Well, but look, if the drug went into his system, whether it's his fault, whether it's the club's fault, or Pinocchio did it, can he keep that Brownlow medal? Can the team keep the points?
Look, not my call, but I don't know. In my mind, I think it'd be pretty harsh to take it away, and I guess that's probably all I could say is whether it's the right thing or not, I don't know, but that's pretty harsh.